On go started. It's
Hi guys.
shut up.
Sorry. Start again.
Memory. What now? Widest memory we can.
Baby, you should notice that I ain't going nowhere. I ain't blowing no smoke. I've been sober, but you should have known it. I wasn't going.
Hello, lovelies. Welcome back to Soso Unfiltered, and it's your girl Soso. Today we have got two very special guests, and they are
Soso.
Ella.
yeah. Soso is my elder sister, and my younger sister. That's like she always threatens me all my life. It's Ella. Well, so today's episode is gonna be something very different, very simple, but very, very nostalgic, because we'll be talking about our childhood, we're talking about adulthood, and all sorts and all kinds. Let's get to it. What was it like growing up together, for starters? And who was mommy's favorite? Ella. I'll say Soso.
I'll say Soso.
Exactly, 2-1. Definitely Soso.
Even to now.
And what's your wildest memory that we still laugh about today?
Okay. As well, I can remember when Sophia was young. I gave her a hot dirty slap one time because her mouth, and she had sharp mouth. I laugh about it when I remember because she's grown now and she still has the sharp mouth, but we survived her.
Well, what's your wildest memory?
For me, weirdly, right? It was one time when we had this lantern before we had the whole new advanced things. And I remember myself and Sophia were fighting over sweets.
Okay, pop sweet for that.
I think it was okay pop, yeah. And
Yeah,
that
it
time it was in the night, I think. We're fighting over it, and the next thing someone threw it on the lamp and the lamp broke. And so Musa didn't even hear anything. She just came and she just slapped me. And I remember how when they slap you and you are holding your hand in your face. My hand was my face was like this. And I was like, what did I do wrong? And I remember when my mommy came back home and I was like, they've slapped me. She's like, why did you slap her? Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. And eventually, this babe's 5 hand was showing on my face for 2 days. Oh no. I still laugh about it, though. Funny how.
I had to raise them though because parents were working. They said the first is literally the mom of the house. Don't blame me. I was not a
She was a
That slap is still there. Memories I'm going to tell my children.
I had to put them to order sometimes because they were always fighting. They were like cat and dogs. I'm so sorry.
Still are.
Yes, still are. You won't believe that there's a bit of gap between the both of them.
For me, my wildest memory, or rather, my most wildest memory ever, was when they sent me to blend pepper. And I went to play. And my father sent my sister to look for me. And I chopped cane when I came back because I was sent to blind pepper, and I went to go and play with my friends.
To climb tree.
I tasted discipline that day.
It was because she was never caned. She was a special one. My dad's favorite.
Still
Don't blame
is.
her.
Still is.
Next question. Talk about how our bond has actually changed since becoming women. For those of you that don't know, Soso is actually married with 2 kids. I'm married, and this goat here is yet to be married.
Single and certain.
Idiot.
Soso answer first.
Basically, I don't think the bond has changed because I and Sophia, we still see every 2 or 3 weeks. She's always at my doorstep because of food. Literally, she comes to my house to pack my food. That's one. And I and Ella, we talk every day. It's just that sometimes we don't really have time for each other because work, motherhood, and everything has been overwhelming because I just became a mom of 2. I've been balanced for the past 4 years, but recently with the second child, things have changed. I have been having sleepless night. When they call, you have to answer. I don't think really it has changed anything. I just feel like we've grown together. We tell each other things. I call my sisters when I need support. Point of contact. and we've become stronger and better than when we were younger, because now we are able to communicate without having issues to fight about. Me and Sophia, we talk about, she just recently got married, so we have some things to talk about. Me and Ella, we have what we talk about. She's, by the way, Ella is my to go on business. When we want to make money, she's the one I call. Sophia is an economist, so she's the one that helps me to manage my finances because I like to spend. So I feel like we're strong.
What do you think?
Honestly, right? I feel like we've actually grown. Our bond has grown more. So now we are more free and more like open. We talk about like anything that can be spoken about.
Except
basically,
Soso doesn't like to keep pictures sometimes, which is
but minus that, I feel like with Soso it's different. We talk about everything weirdly. But with Sophia, it's just I call her to annoy her. Basically, I'm like that pest that you just need once in a while. I tell her how it is. Basically, if you know me, you know I say it how it is.
She's my treacherous enemy. I feel like we've grown stronger, and like distance has made us really closer. Basically.
And basically, we literally share like a bit of trauma together when we're sad. I know there was a time that we had
trauma with you?
no way, but there was a time that we all cried. It was one day, like everyone cried on the same day, but at
Which trauma
different
did I
times.
share with you? Which
It's
day?
not trauma, but it was like we're kind of sad on the same day. Everybody cried. Yes.
Different points.
I cried that morning, and I think Soso called me later in the morning too. I was like, oh, she just finished crying. Sophia called me like in the afternoon, and she's like, oh, she dropped a bit of tear. My brother also called me and said the same thing. So I feel like we've also like grown in that way. We share a bit of Christ together.
I feel like for me, I saw this the same. There's not much that has actually changed. Like I said, we've grown stronger. We distance, and if you don't know, there's someone in between Soso and I.
My lovely brother.
My sweet brother. That's my best friend.
That has kept us going is because
Communication.
one, we've always grown up with our parents telling us that we are all we need. Like my siblings and I are all what we need, and that's what we have. My sisters are my best friend. My mom is my best friend.
Except don't tell my mother any secrets, cause you will go to her sisters. Don't try it.
But minus that, we've been able to manage ourselves because we've had this bond. Even though the age gap is different
Quite a lot.
between I, Sophia, and Ella, we've been able to manage it, have this unique bond that has kept us going together.
Fun fact: we can all go out together. Just so you know, we all go out together.
Yes, we got the same vibe. Well, that's actually very lovely and very nostalgic.
Cutesy, very demure.